8 times CrossFit Games athlete Scott Panchik is coming out of retirement and is going to be competing as an individual in the 2021 CrossFit Games. More on that coming up. What's up? My name is Michael Groff, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Today in Fitness. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, please excuse me. I just caught a cold coming into the weekend, so my voice probably sounds a little weird. But other than that, let's just quick get started in the very first story in today's fitness. All right, so the biggest story by far that came over the weekend was from an Instagram post by Scott Panchik. If you don't know who Scott Panchik is, he's an 8 times CrossFit Games veteran, one of the OG CrossFitters. And in the 2020 season, he transferred as an individual to the team format. In fact, he quit the individual to become a part of the Mayhem Team. And then the 21 season was kind of a weird season for teams. About halfway through, the team format was canceled, so Scott Panchik never really was able to compete on a team truly at the games. They did compete in some sanctional events and some events like that leading up to the 2020 games, and they absolutely dominated those events. So I believe Scott Panchik was a huge valuable asset to the team. But why is he transferring out in the 2021 season? I mean, the teams are back on for this year. So why is he transferring out of the team format? Well, just in case you're wondering, it has nothing to do with bad blood around anything. Like, we had this big, huge story a few weeks ago about Rich Froning and Matt Fraser. It's nothing like that, just so you know. In fact, the reason is actually really simple. So, the CrossFit Games made some updates to the rule books around the Affiliate Cup and the teams. So the rule book this year made it no longer an option for Scott Panchik to be included in the Mayhem Team, and the rule was basically it prevents any athlete outside of a 100-mile radius of the gym that is behind the team. So the Affiliate Cup team, they can't compete. You cannot be anywhere outside of a 100-mile radius. And Scott Panchik actually lives in Ohio, so he is more than 500 miles away from CrossFit Mayhem. Back to Scott Panchik's Instagram post. He posted a dope video of him just doing some pegboard climbs and some deadlifts, and all it said was individual, #feedthewolf. So we all know what that means. I really like Scott Panchik, and I'm really excited to see him go back as an individual in the sport. He is one of the more successful CrossFit Games athletes that you'll see, and he's also one of the OG athletes. He's been around for a really long time. Just some quick stats. In 2012 is when Panchik burst into the scene. He qualified out of a hotly contested Central East Regional before finishing at an impressive 4th place overall in Carson, earning his first career event win in the process. Over the next 7 years, Panchik was a perennial podium contender, but he never quite managed to get over the hump despite finishing in 6th place overall, or better, an astounding 7 times in 8 years. Panchik's closest call came in 2017 when he finished just 8 measly points behind 3rd place finisher that year, Patrick Vellner. On 3 separate occasions, he finished just 1 spot shy of the podium at the games. So I'm really excited to see how Scott Panchik is going to be competing in the 2021 season. I cannot wait. The next piece of news is we actually have a solid date for the 2021 CrossFit Games, like this actual date on when the games is taking place, and it's on an article on games.crossfit.com. Up here it says December 17th, 2020 is when the article came out. I wonder if they updated it since then, because I don't think we knew the date until just a few days ago. But anyway, this came out just as we were going into the weekend. The CrossFit Games will take place on the week of July 26, 2021. Just a brief overall of the schedule for the 2021 season, if you're interested. So the Opens registration started January 7th. We can all sign up for that right now. Then from March 8th to March 22 is when the first phase of the Open is going to take place. So there's only going to be 3 weeks of I would say that normal Open this year. And then that goes on to the quarterfinals from April 5 to April 19. The week of April 19 is the quarterfinals for the teams and the individuals. The individuals is for the week of April 5, and the quarterfinals for the teams is for the week of April 19. And then going into the week of May 3rd, that is when the Masters/Teens qualifier will take place. And then going from the week of May 24th all the way to June 14th is when we're going to see the semifinals take place. So that's probably going to be when we'll see sanctional events and things like that take place. And then the week of June 28th is going to be the last chance qualifier. And then the week of July 26th is the CrossFit Games. So that's just a brief overview of the 2021 season according to CrossFit Games. And just today is really short. Going into the last story, it's not necessarily a CrossFit story, but it does have to do with a really inspirational story in the realm of fitness. Actually has to do with a power lifter. This guy is 90 years old, and he is deadlifting over 400 pounds. His name's Joe Stockinger. I hope I didn't butcher his name. Anyway, if you can see on the screen right now, you're seeing him do this 400-pound deadlift. It looks like it's in the sumo stance. I mean, this guy's strong like crazy. And it's actually for touch and go. So he just did his second rep. He's going down for another one. He did his third rep. 3 at 400 pounds. That's super strong. It says the amount of weight on the barbell seems to be a sweet spot for Stockinger. Check him out. Sumo deadlifting an impressively smooth 183.7 kilogram or a 405-pound raw triple with a mixed grip. Man, that's insane. That's very inspiring. I definitely want to be doing that when I'm older. Anyway, that's all for the news for today. Be sure to subscribe to the show so you never miss a future episode and so you never miss a future story happening in the functional fitness/CrossFit space. Hope to see you in the next one.